Good evening. This is Hombu-cho Tony Aloe, North American Bugei Society, and we're bringing some conceptual thoughts of the women from North American Bugei Society tonight. And one of the topics we're going to be discussing is honesty. This is Jackie Vega. She's a student at North American Bugei Society. She also is a sales representative for a major company. So tonight we're going to speak with Jackie a little bit. And Jackie, I'd like just to give me some of your thoughts on honesty, please.
Honesty, it's very important to me, especially as a salesperson. A lot of dishonest salespeople out there, and it makes it very hard because of that type of personality. I believe in honesty, and I have a son, and I expect total honesty from him.
Okay.
In our household, it's all about honesty. You lie once, that's it.
Okay. Do you think that honesty is one of the cornerstones of a person's integrity?
It is, and it's a very important thing to me. It's about trust. Honesty creates trust, and trust to me is a very big thing. It's everything to me. Trust.
You also think that we had spoke before this. We were speaking a little bit, and you had talked about honesty and integrity and how it was a cornerstone of who you are. Do you also believe that integrity and honesty are also intertwined with a respect factor?
Yes, it is. It's all connected. It starts with honesty and respect, and even to yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, because we can, look in the mirror and, just know whatever you said today and did today was the right thing. It's about doing the right thing, being honest, having integrity in everything you do. Just being able to, it's hard in this world to be, to be that way, because this world is kind of chaotic, and you meet a lot of people, and I always say to myself, do I even belong here? Because I'm not like that fast friend. I can't make fast friends because it takes a long time for me to feel that I can trust someone.
I see.
So you notice this country is like all about everything happens very quickly.
Okay.
We make connections. We do things very fast. You collaborate stuff together, and I just can't do that, and it works against me. But I can't be any other way. I don't know why. It must be in my DNA. I don't know.
But at night you're able to lay your head down on your pillow and know that, that you were an honest, sincere person throughout the day.
I always sleep at night, that's for sure.
Right.
Because I always wonder how some people can sleep, but I know I can go to bed without a care in the world. I'm going to die tomorrow, and someone's not going to say, she did this, because I didn't do anything.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much, Jackie-san.
Thank you.
Good evening. Tonight we're speaking with Andrea Fine. She is a marketing and sales representative. And tonight we're going to discuss the topic that involves gratitude. So, Andrea-san, can you tell me a little bit about your thoughts on gratitude, please?
Sure. There's a quote, one of my favorite quotes. It says, if the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. And
wonderful.
That's kind of the way I look at life now. I've had some issues in the past, maybe taking some things for granted. And, lately, my whole philosophy is you just need to appreciate the small things.
Wonderful. Very nice. Nice.
And, in my training, I kind of look at it that way, too, as opposed to looking at, okay, I got to get to this rank, or I have to get, to this belt. It's really about each training session and the little details that you finally figure out, and, just being thankful. Not only that you're figuring them out, but that you're able to train. You're physically well. I've had a couple of instances where I got hurt, and I haven't been able to train. So, just being thankful. Thankful for just being able to get here. I used to have a problem even with transportation with my training. And I would be so thankful just to get a ride from somebody. It would make my day to be able to go to training in the evening.
Wonderful. So do you live by the mantra, attitude of gratitude?
Yes, an attitude of gratitude.
Wonderful.
Definitely, definitely. And, it's really, really helped my training.
Excellent. Good. Well, I thank you. Andrea is a student in Kaze Bugei, North American Bugei Society, and we're happy to have her here. She's a great person and another great attribute to our North American Bugei Society.
Great. Thank you, Chacho.
Thank you.
It's great being here.
Oh, love having you here.
Yes.
Good evening. This is Hombu-cho Tony Aloe, North American Bugei Society, and we're talking about conceptual thoughts, a look into the minds of the women of North American Bugei Society. And with me this evening is Dr. Gloria Elena, pastor of the Faith Baptist Church. She's a student of Kaze Bugei, and we're going to speak a little bit on the topic of spirituality. So, Dr. Elena, can you tell me a little bit about your thoughts on the concept of spirituality and your training?
Well, my life is completely involved in spirituality. I am not only a minister in the church, co-pastor in the church. I'm also teach spirituality in social work as a professor. And I teach anyone that comes before me, especially my students, that this body is one thing, but what keeps this body whole and moving is the spirit within. And when I came to I think I came here about 6 years ago or so, looking for some place to learn about martial arts. When I walked into this facility, what impressed me the most was the deep spirituality that I found in this place. And I'm still here learning Bugei because of that. When I'm not here, I miss the family that is so spiritual in this place. And it goes along with the rest of my life. As a university teacher, I teach some social workers, and I teach them also because of their job is so crucial to humans, that without spirituality, you can't give what you don't have. But I found this here, and I teach also what I found. Thank you, family.
Oh, you're welcome. Dr. Elena is a great student, and I've learned a tremendous amount of spirituality from her. She's a unique person, and she's an asset to North American Bugei Society.
Thank you, Sasha.
Good evening. Tonight we're talking to Nancy Howlab. She is a systems and analyst computer technician. She is one of my longest students in the North American Bugei Society, studying Kaze Bugei. And the topic that we're going to discuss tonight with Nancy-san is knowing yourself, a trait very well known in the Buddhist sect. So tonight, Nancy, if you would maybe just enlighten us a little bit on knowing yourself.
Well, the only way that you can truly know yourself is if you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, all right, these are the things I have to change. You know, you have to be honest with yourself. So if you're not honest with yourself, you're never going to be a different person. You're not going to achieve anything greater than what you are at the moment, because you have to really look inside yourself. You have to look at all the bad stuff and want to change that and actually make the effort once you make those realizations. And in all honesty, I had a teacher that said, you know, nobody truly knows themselves. And it always stuck with me, because it's true. I don't know you, you don't know me, because you know, you have to look deep into someone's psyche to really understand and know what's going on. And nobody truly knows that unless they're willing to look at themselves. And we always change. You know, even when we make the changes in our lives, there's something else that changes that we have to look at. So that's my perception of knowing yourself. We truly don't know ourselves. We can change. We know parts of ourselves, but we really don't understand ourselves. We constantly have to change. We're constantly changing, so therefore we don't really know who we are. You know, we make these little efforts in life. You know, we make these changes in life, and like I said, you know, everything else changes around you. The environment changes, the people that you bring into your life change, and you react differently to everything. But you have to be willing to be honest and open to understand that and look at that and change yourself.
Okay. You and I have had several conversations over the years, and so just speak to me a little bit about knowing yourself and the integrating of ego in there.
Well, the ego's a big problem.
Okay.
And that's my big problem too. You know, and when I realize that, you know, and I understand that, I can let it go. And then, you know, I actually grow from those moments. You know, it's the funny thing. Sometimes you just don't realize what the ego can do to you unless you're willing to stop. And that's the thing. You have to stop. You have to quiet your mind, and you have to, you know, focus on, okay, what's wrong. And it always comes down to the ego. No matter what, you know, somebody can say something about you, and you get hurt. But the reality is, what's really getting hurt is your ego. It really doesn't matter what anyone else says. It's how you feel about yourself. You know, if you feel that you're a good person, if you feel like you're a rotten person, then, you know, those are the things that you need to look at. And it all has to do with the ego. It all has to do with yourself. You have to get out of that mindset. You know, it's everything that you've spoken about today, the truthfulness, spirituality, it's all interconnected. And those are all the aspects of our lives that we really have to look deep into. You know, we have to be spiritual. We have to be honest. We have to be grateful for the things that we have. And once we can do all that, then we can be honest with ourselves and know ourselves. You know, but like I said, everything changes. This impermanence is, you know, part of life. You know, nothing stays the same. Even you don't stay the same.
Right. Okay. And do you think that coming down to the dojo as many nights as you do over the past several years, do you think that training in Kaze Bugei has also helped you to know yourself?
Absolutely. It's empowered me, actually. It has made me a stronger person physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's given me the strength to change the person that I am, along with all the other things that I do in my life. It's just that one piece that brings things along, that helps me move forward.
Great. Well, I thank you, Nancy, for your insights. And again, it's wonderful having you as a student here. And I'm elated that you could come here and speak this evening.
Thank you, Sasha.
Domo arigato gozaimasu.